whatever. I went there to pick up food, like with my friends, but we didn't eat there, like because I was trying to get back.
You can eat like on.
Yeah, that's true. I
You can
guess.
eat now.
I mean, I can just wait. It's whatever. I mean, if we make the episode like 30, 40 minutes, I'm chilling.
Okay.
I went there to pick up food.
Oh, jeez. Sorry. All right. It is live. I'll tweet out the link and then we can start. Yeah, no, Jokic was going off this game.
He was going off.
Yeah. I mean, he got cat in foul trouble early, and then he just kept going at him. And they couldn't really do anything.
I saw he had like 22 in the first half.
Yeah. Okay. I need to start. My other account is like growing way too much because it's like it's growing too much because I'm now mad because my other account isn't growing at all. It's like I'm like over 1,000 followers on
Oh shit.
the most Cologne one, but like I haven't been able to do it. I don't know. I need to start building that one up.
Damn, yeah. Dude, I saw you liked my meme.
Yeah. I saw the hashtag MCO thing. I was like, you know what?
Yeah, I know.
For the class, I'll do it.
So stupid. I was like cringing so hard posting that. But
is it part of like what was
it's an assignment to post that and then track like how like popular it gets, but it's like I don't think anyone is gonna care about my meme. So stupid.
Hold on 1 second. My roommate's calling.
Okay.
Okay, give me like 1 second. I need to go.
Right.
All right. Okay. I think we can start now. Yeah, this was a weird game. Denver was matching Minnesota's intensity after they got hit. Like it was weird. So like Denver went down early. Like they went up early. They started off the game really well. But Minnesota, I mean, as they normally do, they just like did not miss from three this entire game. It was extremely annoying, especially in the second half. But in the first quarter, they were lights out, and then Denver fell behind. But like Denver kept responding, they just couldn't respond enough, and that was the biggest problem.
Like they just couldn't get over the hump.
Yeah, like they took the lead in the third quarter for a bit.
Oh.
And I think the biggest lead Minnesota had before the fourth was like 12. And Denver like took the lead for a bit, and then the second Jokic went out, I mean, everything went bad. Boogie this is by far his worst game as a Nugget. Like he had 5 fouls in like 3 minutes or something ridiculous like that. Let me see exactly what it was, but yeah, he did not have a good game. Part of it was the officials were just like really bad.
Yeah.
But the other part of it was just him not playing well. Like a couple of his fouls weren't actually fouls. I mean,
I see 4 turnovers in 5 minutes.
Yeah, and he had 5 fouls in 5 minutes. And he wasn't defending at all. It was just a really, really tough game overall for him. Jeff Green didn't come out really after like halftime. They said he was out for personal reasons, so hopefully he's good. I thought he was playing decent.
Mm-hmm.
He had 4 assists. Once again, rebounding, he only had 1. That was my biggest issue with Denver. They just couldn't. This is the second straight game where the opposing team had double-digit offensive rebounds. Minnesota had 10. They had a lot of points, so many points off turnovers.
Classic turnover.
Yeah, I mean they were living at the free throw line. Denver had 18 turnovers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Boogie had 4, Bones had 3. Uh, Monte didn't have any. Monte had a really good game, especially late in the fourth. But Jokic had 4. I think he was trying to do a little too much in the fourth quarter. Barton had 2. Gordon with 1. Gordon had a good game too, and Jeff Green with 1. But like it was just the bench was just so bad. I mean, it was so bad. Like I this was their worst game in a long time. Bones, I mean, he was a +4, but like
He was playing with the starters though. I
he's playing
assume.
with the starters a lot. And he like 2 for 12 from 3, and I don't hate the fact they took that many because honestly, a lot of his shots were good shots. Like they were open threes, they were in rhythm, there were shots that he'd been making, the entire month of March. It was just one of those days.
How was the shot at the end of the fourth quarter? Because I was like box scoring it or whatever. I saw that the Nuggets were coming back. It was a 6 point or was it? It was a 5 point game, right? And the Nuggets had the ball with 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So I saw Bones Highland miss 3 point shot. Was that like a good shot though?
Yeah, the play was actually ran for him, which I thought was kind of weird because he had been struggling the whole night from 3. So it was like they inbounded it. Bones started in the corner. He went out. Jokic then set the screen, and Bones went back to the corner. So he had an open look from the corner.
Yeah.
Which I think honestly has been his best spot this entire season. He's been really good from corners.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he did not have it today.
Yeah.
But if he plays a little better offensively, he was playmaking really well. This is his second straight game with 7 assists, which is very encouraging to see. He was getting in the paint. This is a game that I think proves that he has to play in the playoffs. I think that is kind of like set in stone at this point, but I think this kind of solidifies it because the second he came in, Denver was like really lacking energy, and he was the guy who kind of responded with the punches. I mean, he tried to dunk on Naz Reid. He hit threes. He blocked Karl-Anthony Towns on a shot. He was getting to the rim. Like his energy in a postseason series and a postseason atmosphere like this one, like there's no reason he shouldn't be playing.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was.
It looks like I guessed it with Forbes. Not a single second played.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed after that last game. That I know you couldn't watch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he was horrendous in that.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't the last game. It was 2 games ago against the Hornets.
Yeah, and they played Davon Reed over him, which I they've been playing him a lot recently.
And he's been missing from 3.
Yeah, and it's just like he's been missing recently, but it's because he's been out of rhythm. Like I think it's finally like his like stroke has started to wear off because he's been so inconsistent with the minutes.
Yeah.
But I think if he is going to start getting more consistent minutes, he'll probably get more looks. But yeah, like, do you think we waive somebody to get Davon Reed on a full contract? Because I honestly don't think the playoffs are going to be fun to watch without him. Like, I understand you're going to stagger. You're 100% not running a 5-man bench in the playoffs.
Right.
But like,
yeah, I mean, I could see Campazzo being waived. Marcus Howard maybe.
Marcus Howard is also a 2-way. Like him being. It has to be. It has really to be 2 players who can be. It's Vlatko or Facu. Those are the 2 guys who can get waived. Like, do you think that happens?
I mean, like I would do it just because, like, the point of attack defense, as we keep saying, it's probably worse in the league.
Yeah.
And him and Rivers are the only guys. I mean, I think it's worth it. I don't know. Like, what do you think?
I think you have to, because I understand, like, we've been waiting for Jamal and MPJ to come back, and yes, they're gonna help a ton. If you have Jamal and MPJ in this game, you win it. But like, that still does not solve the biggest problem of this team, which is the fact that they cannot guard anything.
Yeah.
The defense is just so bad. And yeah, Jamal is a better defender than Bones and Monte. But
This is
him
not.
coming back on an ACL injury, like he's going to be a liability, honestly. Which I mean, that's just how it works. It's like you have to have somebody defensively to do something.
Porter's obviously he's good. He's good off the ball, but
yeah,
you need on the ball defenders.
Yeah, you need somebody. I feel like you gotta move him in there, which
and
is really unfortunate.
I feel like Davon could be the type of guy, that just randomly, is like the fan favorite in the playoffs, kind of like what Torrey Craig was.
Yeah, exactly.
I think is the first playoff series he played, or first whatever playoff like run.
Yeah,
against the Blazers, and then I mean I feel like Davon could be that type of guy. I think it's worth it because like Facu probably shouldn't play another minute in the NBA. And Vlaco's all right, but he's just been injured like his whole career.
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't think I would be pretty surprised if either of those guys were on the roster next year, like either Facu or Vlatko. Mm-hmm. Vlatko maybe because him and Jokic are really good friends, but Facu, like I doubt he's on the roster next year. So like I wouldn't say like getting a head start on just like not having him there, but like I don't know. Like there's really no reason to have him on the team. Like on the roster.
I know. There literally isn't.
And I'd like this late in the year, you're probably not gonna have any roster moves, which is why I think probably won't happen. And like you're gonna stagger anyway. Rivers, I think, has cemented his place in. This is a really bad game for him, but lately he's been pretty good. Bones, I think, is gonna play, but he's not a good defender. How do you stagger with that? Like, do you stagger Gordon? Do you stagger Will, but he's been really bad lately defensively. It's just there's so many things you have to think about. I feel you have to have Reed in there. So that is the issue. That's the big issue. And it's Minnesota. 19 of 40 from three, and a lot of them were contested. Like
really,
Anthony Edwards was 0 for 4 until the fourth quarter,
and
all three threes he hit were like incredibly contested. Just like it was perfect defense, just better off.
I kept seeing as I'm watching the box score go by, I kept seeing like Monte Morris makes 3-point jump shot, and then like the second later it'd be Minnesota makes a 3. And it's like you can't get any momentum. And then I don't know, I missed. So they were up 121-107. And I'm like, all right, flip this. Like, I don't care. And then I look at it and we're down 5 or down 3. We were down 3 at one point, and then you had a foul and the Torian Prince hit both free throws. How did that happen? How did it go from 14 to 3?
Monte hit 4 threes in the fourth. Yeah, he kept hitting threes and we kept coming back. And then there was one possession where Monte hit a 3, they turned it over, and then we got a 3 in the next possession. So that made it from it was like a 10-point game, and that made it to a 4-point game or something. It was double digit and it went to single digit. I think that's what it was. But that happened in 20 seconds. So okay. Denver, they just could not. They just couldn't. Yeah, just couldn't climb over the hump. It was one of those games where you get to within 5, and then the other team makes a run. You just could not get enough stops, and that's the biggest problem with the defense. I want to look up.
It's all right though. Really, this loss, it means something because it's still a 2-game gap though. Yeah. And I know the Timberwolves had the tiebreaker, which sucks, but
Denver just has to win.
They're in a little a comfortable position, and I don't mind I guess the Mavericks just dropped, but I was gonna say I don't mind the 6 seed if Dallas gets a 3, anyways.
Yeah, I think.
Damn, the Mavericks lost.
Yeah, it would have been big to get the win.
Yeah.
So you would have had Dallas in the first round. But yeah, I think Denver. Oh man, it's tough. I think you have to win 3 out of the next 4 games remaining to actually secure the play-in. You still control your own destiny. You do not have to rely on anybody else to do anything with Minnesota for you to stay out of the play-in. So they play the Lakers twice. They play them Sunday on national TV against LeBron and AD. So I'm expecting a loss there.
Yep.
And then you play them Friday, Thursday, Saturday. We go next Saturday.
Yeah.
I think.
Or is it another Sunday? It's oh no, is Sunday the 12 o'clock game?
Yeah.
Okay, then never mind. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's Thursday. Let me see. Schedule. It's 2 Sunday games. Oh no. Okay, tomorrow or Sunday is the 12:30 game.
Yeah.
And then Sunday, April 10th is 10 a.m.
It's when?
10 a.m. Which
on the 12th?
On the 10th.
So that's a Sunday again.
Yeah. Both of the Lakers games are on Sunday.
10 a.m. Are you kidding me?
I know it makes no sense because they play at Denver, so it's an 11 a.m. game. Like what?
What the hell?
Well, that actually kind of fucks us because I don't know. Okay, so some guys might not be in rhythm.
The Timberwolves have hit 42.5% of threes against the Nuggets this season. That is ridiculous. They shoot 35% on the season.
Yeah,
they take and they make the most in the league. But 42.5% is unreal. That is ridiculous. They're averaging 120 points a game against us in 4 games. It's ridiculous. They're shooting 47.5% from the field, which is also really high. They're averaging 18.5 makes a game against Denver.
From 3?
Yeah. Like if you allow that to happen, I mean, you are not going to win.
I know. It's like, I mean, that's the Nuggets' fault for allowing.
That is ridiculous. A lot of them are just like ridiculous. I mean, Karl-Anthony Towns was hitting everything. I mean, everything. Like he's like MPJ to me. Like I was so confident every single shot he took was going in, which is ridiculous. I mean, he hit everything. D'Angelo Russell had an incredible first half. And Anthony Edwards kind of closed it out. But man, this was Timberwolves offensively are extremely potent.
Jordan McLaughlin 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they were all like so dumb. I mean, it was like there was a point in the fourth, like mid fourth quarter, like Patrick Beverley legitimately had 4 straight drives to the rim where nobody did anything, and he scored on 2 of them. He got fouled on another, and then he kicked it out to Jordan McLaughlin for a 3. And it's like come on, like Patrick Beverley is doing that to you, really?
Yeah. I mean, there it is again. You point of attack defense can't even stop Patrick Beverley. It's
that was the biggest issue. That's the biggest issue Denver has. PJ Dozier's injury was like honestly one of the bigger things that happened to Denver this season. Like, obviously MPJ's injury hurts a lot, but I think if you have PJ Dozier still at this point in the season, like this is not an issue. Like, it is not an issue because he is such a good defender. I think if you have Rivers playing this well too, like defensively, honestly, like your bench defense woes are gone because those 2 guys are so good on the perimeter. And that would have been perfect because you're not undersized either. So like that injury really screwed up a lot of stuff for Denver.
That sucks. I know. Bryn Forbes for replacing PJ Dozier basically is not worked out. But it's like there's nothing you could do, like torn ACL anyways. So
yeah. I mean PJ wasn't gonna play this season anyway.
Yeah.
So it's tough. The Denver's injury luck this season has been horrible. But hopefully good news. Jamal Murray last 2 games in his pre-game workouts that's as intense as I've seen him.
I think he's gonna be back. I
think Tuesdays he's gonna be back against the Spurs like that.
I think they both will be back.
MPJ in his workouts, he does not look.
Yeah, I know.
Like he's just like very limited jumping,
catching and shooting. I know.
I think that setback, like it was minor, but I feel like it was just.
But it's still
enough.
something.
It was just enough to kind of, I think, keep him out. But I do think Jamal is going to be back this season.
Because what did Malone say? He said, "Keep your hopes up."
He said, "Keep hope. Like keep your hope." He said he can't guarantee that Jamal won't play the next 4 games or in any of the next 4 games, but he also said that he He can't say he won't.
I know.
Or he will. He will play. He said he can't.
trolling
He
again.
said he can't play. He said he cannot say that he will play the next 4, but he also said he can't say that he won't play the next 4. So basically the same stuff, but the way that he frames it.
I think if it's like up in the air like that,
he's gonna.
Jamal's gonna play. Like
Jamal's gonna play.
You can't just. Jamal just wants like he's not just gonna be like no, I'm not gonna play in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Like
Jamal's gonna.
He's definitely gonna play.
And yeah, I feel like April 5th is still that cutoff date. Like 3 games, maybe 2 games. But like if they are comfortable bringing him back in the playoffs, and if he's comfortable doing that in the playoffs, fine, I guess. But like you got to have him in some sort of a rhythm.
Yeah, you do.
3 games is still not a lot at all, but.
It's a little something at least.
It's something, yeah, exactly. He can knock at least some of the rust.
And the tough thing is the Nuggets don't practice anymore.
They don't. But the good thing is if Denver is able to stay out of the play-in, they're gonna have like a week break in between, so they can get some work done. Most of it's gonna be rest. They'll get some work done, and that also gives a little bit of hope that Michael Porter Jr. can come back, because there is like the season officially ends next Sunday, the 12th or the 10th. But playoffs don't start until like the 18th. So like there is still a point. You still have to stay out of the play-in. If you're in the play-in, you're screwed.
Yeah. It does give Jamal another game of experience, but you don't want, I don't not want to risk that.
No, especially because if you're in the 7th seed, Denver isn't in danger of flying in the 8th seed, but you're the 7th seed. You're going to play the Clippers with Paul George.
Yeah.
I do not want that. And then you're likely going to play the Pelicans who are on fire, or the Lakers with LeBron and AD. So, like, neither of those situations is something that you look at and be like, you know what, it's fine. Like, no, you have to stay out of the plan. So, yeah, Denver, this game would have been huge to kind of clinch the 6th seed, essentially. But, yeah, it would have been tough. It definitely would have been tough.
It's all right. Just got to win your next games.
Yeah. Tough. Lakers are up 4 right now against the Pelicans.
I'm watching it. Russell Westbrook just hit like 2 threes in a row.
Oh my god, he's been pretty good lately.
I know he has.
He's legit been pretty good lately.
All right, let's look at the rest of the league. I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's much else to talk about.
Yeah, I mean, Grizzlies are just insane.
Yeah,
4 starters.
Yeah, they're missing 4 starters and Tyus Jones. And they still win against the Suns?
Dude, what? Who is this guy?
Santi Aldama.
I've never heard of him.
The only reason I know of him
12 points.
He when Memphis like completely destroyed OKC that one game, he was like the highest plus minus. He had like a 50 plus minus or something. That's the only reason I remember him. Dude,
I've never heard of him. And then this other guy, he didn't play, but Pons? Yves Pons?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who that is. Dude, what? Like, how does everyone that just... Dude, Taylor Jenkins, I think, should be coach of the year.
It looks like, I mean, this is ridiculous. Like, I had a JB Bickerstaff as coach of the year, but Taylor Jenkins, what he's been able to do with Memphis, I mean, without Ja Morant, and they have not only did they not lose a step, it looks like they gained a step without him. And that is all coaching.
They have the same amount of wins as the Rockets and the Pelicans. Is that what it is? Like without Ja.
Oh, this is their 21st win without Ja.
Yeah.
So they have let's try and look
They have more wins than the Rockets, 1 less win than the Thunder and the Pistons.
That's crazy.
Like without Ja.
That's insane. It's ridiculous.
They're 21-2, right?
Yeah. Unreal. That team is just so deep. I mean, they had 30 assists without Ja Morant, without a point guard. They didn't start a point guard.
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks was really the playmaker, and they had 30 assists. That is unreal.
Really
nobody's really talking about this either. Zaire Williams was a top 10 pick in this draft. and he's now average. He's playing like 20, 25 minutes a game for the second seed, the second best record in the NBA, which is incredible to think about. Like
he's been playing the whole year.
Yeah, the entire season. He's been starting for like a while too, which is just crazy. Like whenever Dylan Brooks doesn't play, Zaire Williams starts. And today Dylan Brooks played, and Williams started, but everyone else was out. But I mean, that is crazy to think about, that a top 10 pick is giving this much of a boost. And it's not like he's like just like a place. Like he's legit playing well. He's averaging 7 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist. He's shooting 30% from three, but 45% from the field. He's good defensively.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like, that is legit. That's legit.
Yeah, it is. I didn't even I don't know. Watching him at Stanford, he really was not very good.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be available when Denver picked.
Yeah.
I did not think he was going to be taken top 10. But I mean, he's good. The Grizzlies, man, they are like, they're so young, which is why I don't want to like play them in a postseason series.
I know.
I feel like if you play them in a postseason series, you can use that to your advantage. But like at the same time, they're so good.
Is this whole young thing like overblown? Like, I mean, we're like, you're not like, they're 21-2 without their star, and no one is giving them any sort of championship like aspirations or thoughts or anything.
It's ridiculous. I mean, the Suns are fully healthy, like fully healthy.
Yeah, of course they
are.
Did you see AD fall?
No, I saw him hit a stupid shot. I like the layup that just like rolled in.
What's your score right now?
106-103.
Okay, I'm seeing AD go to the free throw line right now.
Oh my god! Now I saw him fall. He wonders why he gets hurt. Man. He's still not wearing high tops. Oh my god! Why, dude? Jesus.
How many? 23, 10, and 6. What else? Boston allowed 123 without Robert Williams. I think that is a gigantic loss.
A huge loss. They said 4 to 6 weeks for his injury, so probably like mid-second round is when he'll be ready.
Bro, Tyrese Halliburton was 10 for 11. 6 for 6 from 3. He had 2 assists though. That's kind of weird.
That's very low. Wow.
He usually has like 11.
Lance Stevenson at 11 too.
Oh damn.
But yeah, this was I mean, Tyrese is good, man. He's really good. For them to get a guy like him, a guy of his caliber back for Sabonis, that is huge.
Mm-hmm.
I really like where that team is headed next year. They do have some young talent. I was in the trade machine immediately after the Nuggets game, seeing what I could do, and Malcolm Brogdon seems very, very expendable at the moment. He's not able to be traded until April 16th, but I mean, Denver can't make any trades until after the season is done anyway. So Malcolm Brogdon is tradable. I feel like with Tyrese Halliburton and Buddy Hield, I feel like it's possible.
I can see that.
Yeah. I don't know why he signed.
You don't know what?
I don't know why he signed that extension there. I mean, like, they weren't good when he signed the extension. Last year they struggled even when they were fully healthy.
24, it's crazy. Whoa.
What, did I cut out for a bit?
Yeah.
Oh.
Could you hear me?
I heard the last part.
Okay, I think it just said my internet connection is unstable.
Oh.
But I was gonna say it's crazy how Malcolm Brogdon is 29. Like, he came into the league at 24.
But I also think that like he's kind of like the epitome of like, it doesn't matter when you draft like older players.
Yeah, I know.
Like he won Rookie of the Year
as
a 24-year-old, and he was a second-round pick, I believe.
Yeah.
I never understood that. Like even like everyone trashed the Davion Mitchell pick for Sacramento because he's 23. But like if he's a good player, a 23-year-old, like that's not old at all.
Yeah, I know.
It's still at least 3 to 4 years away from his prime. They still have time to develop him. Like I really don't get that.
Yeah.
That stigma.
Mm-hmm.
Just weird. I don't get it. Like it's so odd. Like they're acting like they're if you draft like a 30-year-old or not a 30, if you draft like a 23-year-old, 22-year-old, that they're
It's
just
like
gonna
the
be
draft. Yeah.
horrible.
It's like the same thing with Buddy Hield coming out too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Buddy Hield thing is hilarious. I'm pretty sure he's younger than Devin Booker. Or he's older than Devin.
He's older than Devin Booker. He's definitely older than Devin Booker. He's like 20. He's got to be like 29 too. Yeah, he's 29.
Jesus.
Jamal's what, 24? Same draft class.
He just turned 25, 26.
He just turned 25. He's not 26. He just turned 25.
Jokic is 27, and wait, hold on.
Yeah, Jamal just turned 25.
Wow. Okay. He's got
same draft class as Buddy.
He's 4 years younger.
Yeah.
That's crazy how that happened. 4 years younger. The same draft class.
It is.
Yeah, it's still. I really don't get why that's a stigma. David Mitchell, by the way, has been very good over the past week or so. He had a horrible game today. Of course, as I say that, but he had like 29 in their last game. He's averaging like 24 over his last 5.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to put it together for Sacramento. What else? Jalen Green has also really started to put it together.
Yeah, he has.
Really post All-Star break. He's having a kind
of
the
rookies are looking good. Jalen, Cade, Scotty, Mobley.
Cade is legit, man. I legit think Cade is like an All-Star caliber player next year.
Oh yeah, next year. I thought you were gonna say like for his career. I think he's like All NBA.
Oh yeah. Like, he is
next year for sure. I could see that.
100%. I mean, he is incredible.
His vision. Oh my god, his passing's a lot better than I thought.
Yeah, I think
just
like
everything is just good.
His passing didn't pop at Oklahoma State because no one else was. I mean, he was the only high-ranked prospect on that.
Dude, I think
team.
That's tough. Like college, like watching March Madness and everything, you never see. I think it's so hard to like pass in college. Like you can't show off your passing abilities because everything is. First of all, everything's clogged up because like no one can shoot.
Yeah, the spacing in college basketball is horrible.
And the defense, goes like try hard in college. So it's just tough, like to get any ball movement or anything. And all the best college players like are isolation scorers.
Yeah.
And that's like what you need in college, which is completely different than the NBA. You need playmakers. So like I'm just thinking like Bones, you couldn't ever see him pass. Cade, you couldn't ever see him pass.
Yeah. That's why Trae Young's season in college was so impressive because he averaged 9 assists a game while also averaging almost 30. So it's like the fact that he did that was incredible, and that's translated obviously very well to the NBA. But that is you're 100% right. Mm-hmm. Playmaking is incredibly hard to gauge. Like Davion Mitchell, he had 10 assists today. He's averaging 4 on the season, but he was not averaging that in college.
No, definitely not.
Like Bones averaged
he averaged like less than 2 assists.
He averaged less than 2 his last season. He played point guard his freshman year, but I mean he was drafted because of what he did his sophomore season because of a score.
Yeah.
I mean the level. It also shows us how big of the gap the level of play is.
My God, I know.
Like watching college teams is like so infuriating. Like in the round of 32, like watching college teams is like, dude, no way. Like there's no way.
I know. It is, but it's like also like fun because every basket, like I see like beauty out of it because every basket is such a prize.
Yeah, every possession is huge.
Every 3 is just so big, and because like teams literally make like 5 threes a game. Like
yeah.
It's wild. And you got Robert Covington in the NBA making 11 threes. So
that was college. We need to talk about that game. I was watching the game, the Nuggets game with some friends, and then all of a sudden my friend goes, dude, Robert Covington has 43 right now and 11 threes. I'm like, what? There's no way.
I know, that's so
No,
funny.
this has to be the craziest stat line of the year.
Yeah.
Robert
The
Covington.
most surprising. I know.
Yeah, most surprising for sure. Like 11 threes for Robert Covington.
Dude, Xavier Moon. Where have I heard that name?
Unreal.
How do I know Xavier Moon?
Jordan Nwora had 28.
Mhm.
Amir Coffey had 32. The Clippers put up 153. 153 against the Bucks. The Bucks still put up 120 without any of their top 3 guys.
Yeah, that's great. Dude, how do I know Xavier Moon? This makes no sense to me.
Xavier Blue?
Moon. He played with the Clippers today. 19 minutes. But it's like he went to Morehead State, undrafted in 2017, and he's been in Europe this whole time. I don't know how.
You remember him?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I just know that name. Like, I just see the name. I'm like, oh, that's Xavier Moon. I don't know, but it's dude, there's like some random players just popping up every game. I swear. Like,
the only reason I know
Memphis,
is
dude.
Morehead State is because Kenneth Faried went there.
Yeah, I know. Literally, that's the only reason.
The Pistons tried so hard to tank this game. They only played Cade Cunningham 8 minutes. They played Isaiah Stewart 6 minutes, and they played Sadiq Bey 6 minutes, and they played Isaiah Livers 43, and they still won because the Thunder are.
Frank Jackson messed it up, man. Frank with 26.
Frank Jackson's good. Like, Frank Jackson is legit good. I really think he's kind of been in purgatory in Detroit.
That's crazy. The Thunder played all their players.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually fun. I don't think I've ever seen that where just their stars just play 8 minutes. Like, usually they just take the whole game off. Like
they play just the first half.
Oh, really?
Like they like, I remember
last year, actually,
when the Nuggets tried to tank. Oh, like when the Nuggets not tank, but they rested the last game of the year. Mm-hmm. They played everyone the first half, and then they didn't play anybody the second half.
LeBron's crying. LeBron is weeping on the floor. Sorry for spoiling, but
I'm 112, 108 right now.
Yeah, same. I got 37 seconds.
Oh, I got 55. What stream are you using? That's a travel.
I know, right? I'm on YouTube TV.
I think I need to get a YouTube TV.
It's fire. Yeah.
Bro, LeBron, get back on defense, bro.
I know, bro. He's literally wiping his eye. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
If New Orleans is able to pull this out, this is gonna be a huge win.
Yeah, it is. What else happened in the league?
Bro, Lindy Waters is actually having a pretty.
I know, he's actually like decent.
Pretty good past 2 games. Oh, big 3, Avery Bradley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's shooting 36% from 3 on the season.
And he takes some like crazy ones too.
Takes some tough shots, yeah. He's shooting 38% his last 10. He's not half bad. He looks like just some random dude.
I know.
But he's actually not bad.
Yeah.
Dang.
I didn't realize he played with Cade at Oklahoma State.
Lindy Waters?
Yeah.
Oh. We just trashed on
I know.
I didn't even notice he was there.
Oh, I guess he wasn't. He was undrafted in 2020. I thought he was.
So he went a year.
Yeah. I guess that's when.
Spurs won today.
Yeah, I know.
And they have a 2-game lead with the tiebreaker included.
I want the Lakers to lose this so bad.
My friends want the Lakers in the play-in because they just think because it's the Lakers. But at the same time, I do not want the Lakers in the play-in.
Dude, I
want their downfall to be as shameful as possible.
Dude, I want them to get the 8th seed, and I want them to beat Phoenix.
I don't think they can beat Phoenix.
No, it definitely can. But I feel
it's funny considering what happened last year.
Yeah.
It'd be hilarious if that happened.
Actually, no, I do not want them. If they beat Phoenix, they're gonna win it all.
Yeah, because then there's nobody to stop them in the West. Yeah. Absolutely nobody to stop them.
All right, yeah. Never mind. Fuck the Lakers. I do not want them to make it. No. They don't deserve it at all.
Jalen Horde had 20 rebounds today for the Thunder.
Who?
commend anybody who actually watched this Thunder. This must have been like.
I want to know what the ratings are for this.
This must have been disgusting to watch.
Who is this? Why did he not play against the Nuggets? Jalen Horde?
I don't know. Seems like he just got brought up. This is his first game of the year, or his second game of the year.
Like, where do these people come from?
I don't know.
For OKC, like every single game, there's just someone.
There's some random dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else happened in the NBA? Spurs did win. They won without DeJounte Murray, which is huge.
Oh wow. I guess it is the Blazers, but yeah, that is huge.
That was, I mean, a huge win. Ooh. Yeah, I got a foul. Huge win for them. If the Lakers lose this game,
it
would essentially be a 2-game lead for the Spurs with 4 games left. And funnily enough, Denver plays the Lakers twice and they play the Spurs once. So Denver essentially controls what happens in this. And I 100% know Denver does not want LA in the play-in. They do not. Like, they are gonna want to screw them over.
Dude, did you know CJ shooting 70%?
Yeah, I've just seen that. Maybe it's because he's been injured like a chunk of the year, but that is
like not really. I mean, not too much. Yeah, that's weird actually.
70% is extremely low for him. What else happened? Raptors beat the Magic. Raptors have essentially. I feel like Raptors have essentially clinched a. Raptors have essentially clinched a top 6 seed. I feel like they have a 3-game lead on Cleveland for that 6th seed. They are tied with Chicago for the 5th seed, which is crazy. So Chicago is in danger of falling to the.
Chicago had a big win yesterday against the Clippers.
They did, yeah.
That was a DeMar 50-piece.
Yeah.
Beautiful game.
That was huge. The shots that he makes, man, are just ridiculous. But yeah, I
think that's pretty much it, though. Right?
Yeah, honestly,
Bucks Nets. I think Giannis has surpassed Embiid.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Like Giannis, I think what happens this year, I still think Jokic wins MVP. If Denver's able to stay out of the play-in, I think Jokic wins MVP. But I think Giannis is the best player in the league because
that's fair.
I mean, he's insane. I don't understand what else you have to do. Since post All-Star break, he's shooting close to 40% from 3. And he's shooting like 35 or like almost 50% from the mid-range, which is ridiculous. So if he has that, he's unstoppable. You can't do anything. You cannot play him for a jumper. You can't build the wall so he can't, get in the lane like Miami did. I mean, he can make you pay with 3. He had 44 last night.
Yeah,
he is unreal. And defensively, I think he could win Defensive Player of the Year legitimately again. He had 40 in back-to-back games against the 76ers, where he also had a clutch defensive play. And then he had 44 again.
Air ball.
Yup.
I don't know why LeBron didn't shoot the right as he caught it.
Yeah, he was open. So that is this next game, Sunday against the Nuggets. That is the season for the Lakers. They lose, they're out.
Please, let's end it.
Especially if they lose, and then if Denver loses against San Antonio, then they're out.
Yeah.
Like if San Antonio beats Denver Tuesday, the Lakers are out. Like they are out. Like there's nothing they can do. This is a horrible season. A lot of people are going to use this to discredit LeBron, but I honestly don't know what else he could have done this season.
Yeah. It
is just the front office has done a miserable job of surrounding him with people.
Is he the front office though?
I mean, kind of, yeah. He definitely has a say on what happens. They said him and Anthony Davis had pretty big says in getting Russell Westbrook
instead of Buddy.
So Man, this
Yeah.
is going to be a weird offseason in the NBA. Like, I don't think it'll be as weird as the NFL offseason where literally everybody got traded. But I think, depending on what happens in Utah, there's on the low post they said this year, if there's another collapse in the first round, it's a pretty good shot Utah blows it up.
And I saw Dallas is interested in Gobert.
Dallas would have interest in Rudy Gobert, which would be horrifying.
Yeah, that would.
That would be terrifying. Like Lakers, they could start trading some pieces. I highly doubt Russ Westbrook is on this roster next year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I love how LeBron has he just airballed a three, but he's got his handshake with every player. Like after the game, he's like, all right, bro, you're missing the play in. You just airball a three, but you gotta get every teammate has a different handshake. Kind of funny, but anyways, yeah, continue. Sorry.
No, you're good. No, I just think that there is room for a lot of movement.
Yeah.
Around the NBA next year. I think it's pretty horribly kept secret that Donovan Mitchell and the Knicks is probably going to happen at some point. That I feel like it could happen this year. Don't know what type of package it would happen. I don't know. I probably would have to take 3 teams, but that could happen. Oh, there's a lot. Denver, I wouldn't be surprised if they go out and make a move, depending on what happens in the playoffs. Golden State could go make a move, depending on what happens in the playoffs. Dallas is going to make a move, 100%, because that roster right now is not championship ready. But yeah, I mean, there's potential for a lot of crazy stuff to happen. Crazy stuff.
I'm pretty hungry.
All right, yeah.
On the low.
Yeah. I guess Sunday early stream, very early stream because the game is at 12:30 for us. So we will be there. Hopefully, or I'll be. I don't know. Are you
Sunday.
Gonna be?
Yeah. Sunday. No, I got nothing. Yeah.
Okay, so we will be there to watch that.
Dude, we got ratioed in the chat.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
Man.
It happens. Just gotta move on. Sorry, loss.
Yeah. Well, tough loss for Denver, but they still control their own destiny. So big game Sunday.